Right now, a tanker car that derailed early this morning in Providence is still blocking part of Allen's Avenue. The derailment was first breaking on Eyewitness News this morning at 4:30, and tonight we're told the car may not be moved until tomorrow morning. Crews are still removing flammable ethanol from the tanker. Eyewitness News reporter Jared Pliner's been on scene all day. He joins us live now with the very latest. Jared.
Well, Shannon, we could have seen an ethanol spill, which of course runs the risk of igniting. Fortunately, we did not see that. We do have slow-moving traffic right now outside the Motiva terminal as the commute's underway. There continues to be just one lane in either direction, and it looks like that will remain the case through the morning. The Providence Fire Department keenly aware of the stakes and the luck on Allen's Avenue this morning.
It would have been a little more challenging than it is right now if we did have a container breach and fire.
Tonight, cleanup crews continue to suction about 30,000 gallons of highly flammable ethanol out of this derailed train car. It took several hours for them to drain half of it. The tanker had arrived from Worcester. A crew was backing it and 19 others in when it smashed through a fence and came off its wheels around 1 this morning.
They're going to continue to offload the product until it's completely dry. They're going to bring a crane in. They're going to push it back onto the property, and at what point they're going to repair the wheels.
The machinery is coming from upstate New York. No word on when it should arrive. Providence's hazmat team has been on scene all day.
Just in case we have any incidents of an ignition of the product being pumped off.
The chief says cleanup crews are mindful of static electricity as they transfer the fuel into trucks and drive it away. Ethanol is made from corn and other plant materials. According to the U.S. Energy Department, 97% of the country's gasoline contains some level of ethanol. And as we come out here on another live look, we are told the actual hoisting of this car is set for the morning, so avoid this area if you can. The traffic pattern should remain here for a while. Coming up new at 6 o'clock, we hear from the railroad that owns these tracks. We're live with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Jared Pliner, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Steve. The latest developments now on a story we've been tracking since this morning, a train derailment in Providence.
Now, it went off the tracks just after 1 o'clock and had restricted traffic all day long.
New at 6, Eyewitness News reporter Jared Pliner's talking to the railroad company that owns the tracks. He joins us now from the Providence Mobile Newsroom.
Mike and Shannon, a strange attraction as you drive past the Motiva terminal, as you say, a tanker car carrying a lot of ethanol through a fence and hanging into the first lane of outbound travel. Tonight, crews on top of what was at its peak 30,000 gallons of highly flammable ethanol, removing it with hoses, a painstaking process that's taken many hours. The incident was around 1 a.m. A train just in from Worcester, Genesee and Wyoming Railroad, tells Eyewitness News. A Providence and Worcester Railroad crew was moving a group of 20 ethanol cars on an industrial stub track, i.e. at walking speed, and pushed one car beyond the end of the track in error. Safety is our first priority, and there will be a thorough investigation to help prevent this incident from ever happening again. Officials say nothing spilled and no one was hurt. Now it is hurry up and wait for a special crane that has to make its way from upstate New York. The railroad expects the lifting of this tanker to happen come morning. This terminal and port are sensitive areas. If a spark, static electricity meets ethanol, you have a problem.
We have the facility right across the street, so it would have been a little more challenging than it is right now if we did have a container breach and fire.
And we did just receive a statement from environmental activists with the Environmental Justice League of Rhode Island, the Sierra Club, the FANG Collective, which is Fight Against Natural Gas, and the No LNG in PVD Coalition. And the release calls for an immediate end to ethanol deliveries to the Motiva terminal. And the release asks the question, the release does, what if this happened during rush hour? It is not okay. The south side of Providence is the sacrifice zone for these toxic and dangerous industries. Live with the Providence Mobile Newsroom tonight, Jared Pliner, Eyewitness News.